Hi, I'm Irving. Welcome to Shazam.
And now back to Shazam!
We have a new twist this season. We've added another hero, an Egyptian goddess named Isis, and the overall package is now called the Shazam Isis Hour. My original plan was to go ahead and review the entire hour in one go, but test runs of those got pretty long. So today I'm going to review the Shazam episode and then review the debut episode of Isis in a separate video. But here's today's comment challenge. Which way would you prefer? Separate videos for the two shows or Shazam Isis Hour all in one? Are you okay watching a longer video to see both? Now, keep in mind that 7 episodes in, we'll run out of Shazams and just have Isis, because Shazam only had 7 episodes, whereas Isis had all 15 since it was the first season. How we got a Shazam Isis Hour without any Shazams, I'm not asking. But tell me what you prefer. Let's get going. Over the opening credits, we see 2 guys on dirt bikes racing across the middle of nowhere. Elsewhere in that middle of nowhere, Billy and Mentor are dealing with an overheating motorhome.
Tell me something, Billy. When was the last time you actually checked that radiator?
Well, this van's a real camel. Hardly ever needs water.
Hardly doesn't mean never, Billy.
No, hardly ever means it's usually okay to procrastinate. Mentor should know that. They step over to have a closer look, and Mentor starts calling the race. And coming down the stretch, it's Blue Helmet by a nose, Orange Helmet coming up toward the inside. Now he falls back by a length as we approach the clubhouse turn. Billy had to stop him and point out that those aren't horses, and he doesn't have any money bet on them.
Good little riders, don't you think?
No, not the one who's trailing.
Why? What's he doing wrong?
Well, for one thing, he's hot dogging.
Hot dogging?
Yeah, that's a biker's term for showing off.
I didn't see a whole lot of that, but we didn't get too many views either. I guess we'll take Billy's word for it. He goes back to watering the van.
What are you doing, Billy? Filling the radiator or washing down the van?
Holy moly, the elders.
That would be neither. He's going inside to the shiny ball.
Billy, you have been observing the balance of nature at work. Now it is time for you to teach another that a natural balance of love also exists.
Taking the summer off hasn't made them any less vague.
You have only to remember one thing. A parent's love knows no rivalry. But do not forget, Billy, there are those for whom winning is all.
We were just watching a motorcycle race with a kid who was hot dogging. Any chance those two things are related? Nah, the cycle race was obviously just filler. Then again, they start down the road and find themselves behind those 2 kids again. They take an interest just as this happens. Hot Dogger tried to take a shortcut and discovered that wheels don't move very well in thick sand. Billy and Mentor bring their first aid kit and tend to the cuts on the boy's hand, while his brother comes up and offers some encouragement.
He'll be all right, son. He's just shaken up a bit.
Someone who's training how to ride Ridge Hill. You're not doing too well, are you?
Gotta love brotherly encouragement. My older brother always encouraged me the same way.
Ridge Hill? It's the roughest area in this part of the country. Even the real pros won't go there. Yeah, we want to be the first ones.
Their names are Dan and Corky. They're camping up here with their dad for a few days, and Corky doesn't want his dad to know about the spill.
Well, it's not that. I just don't want him to know that Dan beat me.
That's bad?
Of course. You have to win at things. Win at something. Or else...
Or else what, Corky?
Nothing. I forgot what I was going to say.
Or else your dad won't love you as much as he loves your brother? I have news for you, kid. That's already the case. He named your brother Dan and named you Corky. They arrive at the camp, but Dan immediately tells Dad about Corky's fall. When Dad is sure everybody's all right, he invites Billy and Mentor to go fishing with them.
Now, Billy, I would like you to observe how I cast. Go all down with the wrist.
And now, Billy, observe how I walk out there and unhook my lure from that rock because I cast it into a spot where there isn't nearly enough water for this type of gear. Always remember, casting is done with the wrist. Walking out to unhook the line is done with the feet.
Hey, Corky, you want to watch my pole a second? I'm going to get something to drink. Okay.
While Billy reels in a nice big fish and everyone is talking about it, Corky notices a bite on Dan's line.
I was the one who was proud. It reminds me of one I caught once. I was fishing for trout.
Dad!
Congratulations, son. That's the biggest fish I've ever seen taken out of this river.
Dan comes back, discovers the pole switch, and claims the fish.
It's not yours. I caught it. Give me my fish, Corky.
Hey, hold it, boy. All right. Now, did you catch that fish?
Yes, he did. It was on Dan's line, yes, but Dan was gone. Corky landed it, and if he hadn't, it would have gotten loose. So yes, Corky did catch the fish. Unfortunately, none of these responsible thinking adults can seem to suss that out.
I'm tired of everyone picking on me, laughing at me. You won't think I can't do anything. Well, I can!
Dad says don't bother going after him. He'll cool down and come back. He always does. But not this time.
They all think I can't do anything. Well, I'll show them.
I'll show them has turned out to be famous last words more times than anybody can count. Don't add yourself to the list. After enough time for a commercial break, Mentor and Billy decide to check in on the boys. There's nobody at camp and the Jeep is gone, so it's clear Corky didn't come back and they're out looking for him. Dan knows exactly where to find him. Ridge Hill.
This is Corky's bike.
Looks like he tried to climb down that way.
Or maybe he slipped or fell or something.
I'll go have a look. You stay here, Dan.
All right.
Are you sure that's the best way to find him?
Be careful, Dad.
Are you sure this is the best way to find him?
Dad?
Are you absolutely positive sure this is the best way to find him?
Dad?
I'm all right, son. I'm gonna need your help. Run to the ranger station.
This was not the best way to find him, because he's not up there.
Let's look. Corky.
Hey, I wonder what happened to his bike.
While his dad is trying to find a way down and Dan is heading for the ranger station, Corky explains that his bike ran out of gas and he got lost. He didn't fall at all, he walked down. If it was all downhill, why didn't he walk his bike down too? That could have saved a lot of confusion. But now Billy asks Corky to lay it out, the real reason he ran away.
It's because I'm not good at doing anything. I never win at things. My brother always does. Father loves him more.
Lesson time. Just as we wrap it up, Dan arrives.
Corky, you all right?
Yeah.
Dad needs help fast. He fell down the side of a cliff.
Where?
Ridge Hill.
Get in, Dan.
Their dad is still trying to make his way down the hill. Those rocks missed him the first time, so they had to go back and try again. Mentor and crew arrive at the spot. Mentor tells Billy, you stay here and alert the rangers. While he will do that, we all know what else it means. While the others are running toward where Mr. Enright is, Captain Marvel does his thing.
The next job is to get you out of here.
The rocks went up and tried a third time and still missed. They do the next best thing, block the entrance to the cave. That's not even a challenge for Captain Marvel.
Quickly!
Hang on, Mr. Enright.
Corky, your dad must love you very much to have risked that climb.
Boy, Mentor, don't you wish Billy could have been here to see that?
Well, at least you'll be able to tell him about it, Corky.
You can tell him your dad loves you even though you're a loser. You can tell him that you've learned that winning isn't everything and your dad loves you unconditionally. And then we have to ruin it.
Well, that's more like it. I might as well go back to fishing, huh?
I want you to know something. You were right. My dad does love me. And it doesn't have to do with winning.
You better believe it.
That's your turn, son.
We can see where this is going.
Boy, how bad can you get? Yippee, I got it!
Congratulations, son.
We learned that his dad loves him whether he wins or not. But we can't leave it at that. We have to let him win something. In the first season, we didn't feel a need to do that. We were fine saying, at least implicitly, yeah, it might take you another 10 or 15 years to figure out what you're really good at. And that's okay. Build yourself into a well-rounded human being while you're figuring it out. I can't help feeling that we lost something by throwing in this last scene. It remains to be seen whether this was a hiccup or if we really have started to water things down. Until next time.